The following segment is sponsored by NORTHSTAR Financial and Retirement Planning.
Would you like to make this year coming up the year you retire? How can you be confident you're ready for that? Joining us now are George FOSSING and Zach Jenkins. They're part of the team at NORTHSTAR Financial and Retirement Planning, a local area firm that focuses on preparing people for a successful retirement. George and Zach are also popular radio show hosts, and they're joining us now in the studio. Good morning. Good to see you.
Good to be in the studio, Margaret.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, based on your experiences, how do we know if we're really ready to retire? What do we need to think about?
Well, the big thing, I'll go back to a client came in years ago and he goes, "Hey, George, getting ready to retire. I implemented the 312 rule." I didn't know what the 312 rule is. And he goes, "Well, if 3 people ticked me off by 12 o'clock in the office, I'm done."
That's when you're ready to retire.
So we get a lot of people like that because it resonates. So the big thing with folks is knowing that you're basically done. Your spouse might say, "Hey, honey, what do you say you wrap it up and start enjoying retirement here?" So those signals are out there.
All right, so those are some factors. And I imagine it's also a not just a financial question, but really an emotional one, too.
It's very much an emotional question because it's really, people get tired. We're not guaranteed tomorrow, are we? So a lot of people find that out and they say, "No, there's things we want to do. This COVID thing is going behind us, hopefully at some point. And you want to go out there and explore the world, do things, go out with the grandkids down to Disney, really hit that bucket list, if you will." So it really is. And also the stress of the job for a lot of people, it hits life expectancy. You have to be very careful with that, so your health as well.
Well, let's talk about some of those common mistakes people might make that would interfere when it's time to get into retirement. What do people want to avoid doing wrong?
I don't think they make it as easy as they used to. It's very complex. One of those things would just be understanding what the cost of health care is going to be. If you're 65 and you now can go on Medicare, what does the cost look like? If you're retiring pre-65, what does it look like? Another big thing would just be, do the allocations that you have in your portfolio, do they still fit for the new scenario, being retired? Imagine, a 2008 comes along and a year into retirement, your portfolio's down 30 or 40%. So you don't want to be in a place where you're having to wait for the market to come back so that you can go out and do the things you want to do, trips with grandkids and stuff like that.
We've seen that happen too, by the way. People in 2008 had to defer retirement for several years.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. And you don't want to be in a place either where you didn't have your tax planning in place. How important is tax planning right now? What should people consider?
Always
huge.
Taxes.
Always taxes. We talk about taxes with everybody. The reason being, we believe taxes are going to go up. A lot of the Fox viewers that come on give us a call. They have the same issues with that too. They say, "Listen, what can we do? Is there anything we can do now?" There's lots of things people can do. We just got done doing 40 appointments with clients doing tax planning.
Yeah.
Tax reduction strategies, moving money over into a Roth account where it's an IRA where you're never taxed again.
Yep.
On the growth, everything. It's a great place to be. It de-stresses your overall retirement plan too, because less for Uncle Sam, more for you.
Yep, and that's what everybody wants. And when they meet with you, they can talk through a plan and they can just feel comfortable moving forward. So they'll love to do that. Always an important conversation to have. Thank you so much for being here, George.
Thanks, Mark. We appreciate it.
And for those of you at home, if you're currently retired or getting close to retirement and you'd like to learn more about how you could potentially reduce your future taxes as well as help protect and grow your hard-earned savings and investments, NORTHSTAR Financial has a great offer for you. Right now until February 27th, they're offering a complimentary no-obligation retirement and investment report. The report will include potential tax savings opportunities and ways to reduce the effects of market volatility on your portfolio. Their team will schedule a phone call, video call, or future in-office meeting so they can speak with you personally and provide you with a roadmap going forward. The number to call now, area code 864-309-8146.